What is up, and welcome back to our channel. Tomorrow's an exciting day. What day is it, babe?
Last shot day.
So excited.
That's a big deal.
No more shots and no more meds tomorrow. But tonight, our second night before we're done, we wanted to do a part 2 to our how to give a progesterone injection because we've changed some things after like
you will
70.
officially be trained more than I was.
I
at the beginning, okay?
Before he gave me my first one. So
Yes.
We've learned some things, we've changed some things, and we added something new. So hopefully this helps you wherever you're at in your IVF process or surrogacy process, because this is what we found to work for us. So maybe it'll work for you. Okay, so Dan is drawing up the meds as he always does. I give him, this is his job of surrogacy, is doing all the meds.
Okay.
I've done a few. You got to give me credit on the one.
One. Okay, so we've got a bunch of different needles here. This is a 25 gauge needle. Trash. Don't need it for anything.
Yeah.
It's too skinny to suck up this progesterone because this is in sesame oil. It's pretty thick. So what we're actually doing is we're taking this 18 gauge needle and we're going to put that on. I typically don't touch it at all. I leave it in the wrapper. I try to keep it as sanitary or sterile as possible. Then we'll take the cap off.
And you already alcohol.
Oh yeah, wipe the top with alcohol.
Alcohol pad.
Now what I'm going to do is flip it upside down. I turn the number towards me and I'm going to draw past the number 1.
Prescription is 1 milliliter.
Okay, I'm going to draw past the number 1. That way I can get all of these air bubbles out. Make sure, like, there's one there. Flick it till it gets up toward the needle.
Helps the bubble move.
Make sure, look, there's another one. Flick that up there, get it up toward the needle. And now I still have 1 milliliter left. And if I look around, I've got no bubbles in it. Okay, now you leave the cap on the counter and slide this in. Once that's in, you can press it down, but that keeps you from like missing and just stabbing yourself in the thumb or the finger. It has happened before. Not to me, I'm a pro.
Wait, has it?
Maybe once. I didn't take the ladies'
And then
advice.
now he has...
So, next up, I've got the 22 gauge needle. We've bounced back and forth between 22 and 21. It doesn't really matter, but it's thin enough to where the oil doesn't flow through it fast, and so it actually gives it time to absorb into the muscle tissue. So it's not like you just pump it in really fast, pull it out, and then it all leaks back out. So it's about a 10-second count when I depress the plunger deal. I think
Push the meds.
Push it in.
Yeah.
Anyways, so this is all ready to go. The only other thing that I'll do is right before injecting, I'll pull the cap, get every last bit of air out from the tip or from the base of this up to the needle tip.
Yep.
So that's it.
And then we bring with us to our little site that we inject an alcohol wipe and
a small amount of toilet paper just in case there's any blood, which sometimes there is, typically there's not.
The past 2 nights though, we've had, like, they've been
It's probably like 90% no blood.
Yeah.
So I've got everything I need.
Let's do this.
We're gonna go out and lay on the couch.
Okay, so whenever we do the injection, we lay either on the bed or the couch. I do. And if you watched our previous video, if you haven't seen our part 1 to how to give an injection, you can watch it above. But we laid on the bed. I would ice it for 2 to 3 minutes.
Yep.
I would put a pillow under my hip. Dan would give the injection. He'd put the alcohol pad on it and then toilet paper. So we've changed some things. So the past few nights I haven't laid on a pillow and it's actually not hurt as much.
Yep.
We stopped icing.
We stopped icing probably a month and a half ago.
A long time ago, and we hadn't noticed a difference with icing or not icing.
Yep.
So we just stopped doing it. No icing, no pillow anymore, and then he doesn't put the alcohol pad on after he injects me because it's an open wound at that point, and the alcohol actually makes it sting and hurt really bad. So that was bringing on a lot of pain. And then the fourth thing is
we squeeze the butt cheek.
He grabs a chunk of cheek.
I get a chunk about this big, so if any of your ladies do not have junk in the trunk, it's going to be a lot more difficult. Maybe it'll be like this, but Sam's got a nice little tush on her, so I get a good handful.
Badonka-donk.
Yeah.
So the grabbing it actually helps. It's a 1.5. Oh my gosh, my arm hurts from holding this. It's a 1.5-inch needle, and so when you grab the cheek, it helps it not go that deep. It helps like bring the muscle and gather the muscle and the fat, honestly, up. And the pain of him squeezing almost takes away from the pain of the shot, if that makes sense. So, you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, I forgot to mention, we no longer heat up the oil. We didn't find that it was really helpful, whether the oil was hot or not. Some people heat up the bottle or heat up the syringe in their armpit. We used to do that. And then sometimes people use a heating pad. Like I said, this is just what's worked for us. The heating and ice, we didn't really notice a difference. So we just did neither of them. So yeah, no more heat. So you'll find with injecting, you'll get,
You going pillow?
oh, I'm not going pillow. You'll get, what are they called? Knots. So knots are very common. I'm trying not to like fully moon you guys. Knots are very common. The best thing to do is alternate sides and massage afterward. I tried to for like 10+ minutes. But sometimes, even though there's a knot on the one side, my left side tends to like get numb. I don't know if we hit a nerve or what, and so I like the right side better. And actually we found, we move the camera this way, my crack is showing. Keep going. There we go. I found a spot, oh, my pants are sliding up, a spot that actually doesn't hurt. So this is his 3rd time going in the same spot, so we'll see how it goes. So let me relax a little bit.
So yeah, I always make sure her butt cheek is relaxed really well.
Not flexed.
No flexing whatsoever. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
And just
I'll
squeeze.
pinch. I'll get about 2 inches in between my fingers of butt cheek. And then I hold the syringe. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of dart it in fairly quickly. Not like a jab, but like I push
Just a smooth
all the way, nice and smooth.
motion.
And then once it's in, I'll move my finger up to the top and depress with this as I'm pinching with my other hand.
And then as you go, you count almost down. It's like, it's a 0.1 milliliter
You'll
per
feel
second.
it. You don't want it to be like forcing it. If it's straining your finger to push it down, you're trying to push too fast.
Yeah.
It'll naturally come out at about the right speed. So here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
No shifting. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Now I'll slowly.
That's like the sweet spot.
It's a good thing we found it 4 days before.
I know,
we're done.
right?
So I'm slowly depressing.
Ooh, stinging a little.
Sometimes it will. I get to the bottom. All right, coming out. 3, 2, 1.
Pulling out quick is the best. And then toilet
I
paper.
set the toilet paper on. And now what I'll do
There you go.
is I've got my cap already waiting right here on the ground. Normally if it's on the bed and I have more room, I'll put it up on top. But I didn't want to be trying to stick the needle back in the cap that close to her.
Yeah.
So then we just massage it out a little bit.
And that's it.
There is not much seepage. Didn't look like any blood this time.
Do we have any?
Just a tiny little like pinprick.
Don't be
of
afraid
blood.
if you do bleed a lot, because it just means you hit a little blood vessel.
Yeah, it's happened
But-
before. I mean, we've had some
Where I
gushers.
soaked through my toilet paper. So we'll massage it like this for a little bit, and then I'll keep the toilet paper like inside my underwear and my
Yep,
pants.
so we massage it like that. I'll pull this all up over the top of it and then continue to massage for a little bit.
There we go. So hopefully
see
that
ya.
helps. I cannot wait to be done tomorrow. We should celebrate.
Tomorrow's the last day. This
Oh
is
my
crazy.
gosh. And then the day after that,
And every now and then I'll
Little
just give it
babies.
a nice little smack.
that's another thing you can do is like slap the cheek, because it like
Or slap the other cheek right
slap the
before.
other cheek, it like messes with your
Throws you
mind.
off, yeah.
But yeah,
There you go.
hope that
And
helps.
these all go in the sharps container every time.
That'll be, I'm gonna do like a fun picture with them, with all the needles that we've used for little babe. Okay, well, I'm gonna sit here, do a little massaging for a little bit. But if you guys don't already, follow us on social media at We Are Dane and Sam. We're on TikTok and Instagram. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to stay updated on everything we're sharing. A lot of videos coming out in the next few days and weeks, just catching you up. And we have our 12-week ultrasound next week. So super excited just to see how baby's doing. It'll be about 4 weeks by the time 4 weeks since we've seen little babe by the time we have our ultrasounds. So hopefully they're just squirming away, and I mean, I can tell they're growing. So we're super excited for our intended parents, and the journey is just so surreal each day that passes. Something that we've prayed about for years, just that God would use us in this way, and the fact that it's all happening every time I look in the mirror. I'm just amazed that we are able to help a couple in this way. We're honored and humbled to play a role in their story and in God's story, and yeah, it's crazy. So thanks for all of your guys' love and support, and we'll catch you next time.